Hey y'all, today's gonna be a what's sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is Julian, also known as the Beard Thrift Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online to make YouTube videos about. So that basically means that I find some stuff cheap and then sell for market value on places like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Right now, we're gonna go over 20 wood sold for me in the last couple of days on eBay. I'll try to tell you exactly how much I paid for the item and how long it took to sell. I will tell you this, sales have definitely slowed down a good bit, and I'm sweating the summer slowdown because I'm used to doing about $275 to $300 a day on gross sales, and over the July 4th and everything, I had sales days as low as $40. So it's definitely a lot of lower end items, but they really do add up because at the end of that weekend I did have a couple $180 to $300 days, but I'm definitely down since last week. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Remember, if you're not subscribed, always remember to subscribe, comment down below, like the video. Let's go ahead and do this. 20 wood sold on eBay. The first one right here is a Dunlop DOH 431 stainless steel 9-iron. Dunlop is really not a brand that I pick up a lot, but I will comp it out if I buy bulk and they are in there. This one sold for $17.10, and the buyer did pay shipping on this. It was a right-handed club, and I probably have about $1 into this, but they do take like 6 to 8 months to sell. This I've had forever, probably broke even on it. This is a La Tigra knit sweater, acrylic trim, leather, large sweater thing, pullover. Just, it's beautiful. It's got a nice geometric pattern on it, I guess. And it's sold for $8.99 plus shipping. I got $6 in that at a Goodwill probably more than a year ago. This is a Dad's Puzzler vintage game. This thing was in a auction lot. It actually sold very quickly, less than a day. I have $1 into it. Went for $9.99 plus shipping. There was only one other sold comp, but it didn't have the box, so maybe I should have priced it up a little bit, but that's not too bad there. I didn't think it was actually going to sell at all, so $9 ain't bad. This is a snap-on. If you don't know, there is definitely a market. I saw this on my Instagram. Somebody said they never thought about selling old tools. There is a market for tools on eBay. They're Craftsman, Snap-on, Mac Tools, Matco, they all really do sell pretty good. This one right here is an older Snap-on tool, and it was a 7/16 12-point combination wrench. And right there, the OEX14, that's actually stamped on the wrench, so all you have to do is type that in, and it pops up exactly what it is. It's sold for $22.50 with free shipping, sold within a week, and I probably have less than $1 into that from buying big bulk lots for like toolboxes and stuff. This is a Titleist magnetic ball marker, navy blue lettered cap hat. Did go for $13.49. The buyer did pay shipping. I have $2 in this at a Goodwill. Where it says magnetic ball marker, on some of these like golf hats, if you see there's like this weird little circle right there. Now that one's missing the actual ball marker, but that's a magnet. So people put their like ball marker on there. And then when they're on the green, they just take it off, put where their ball is, boop, good to go. So definitely Titleist is a good brand to pick up, but that's usually how much their hats go for me, is usually between $10 and $15. This one here is going to be a Callaway Warbird 9-degree driver. You see a lot of these in the thrift, and they do take a while to sell, to be honest with you. Maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I have $3 in this club, so for $22.50 plus shipping. But always remember that these do take a while to move, unless you have the whole set. Like if you have a 3-wood, 5-wood, and a driver all the same, that's going to sell a lot faster than just a single wood or driver. This vintage Craftsman 1/4-inch drive, 6.5-inch deep socket. This one went for $6.30. The buyer did pay shipping. I have usually pennies into these, again, from buying big toolboxes. They do take a long time to sell. You have to, you're waiting for the one person that lost that one socket in the garage that needs the other one for that set. And I usually only sell the vintage stuff when it comes to sockets, like single sockets. I don't sell any type of brand new sockets because they just don't sell quite as well as the old ones, I think. This is a Brixton wool hat. I had this thing for like $20 and they got no bites on it. Dropped it down to 15 and still no bites. And finally somebody messaged me and said, how much will you take for it? I was like, I don't know, $10 plus shipping. Had it for, a really long time, probably 8-9 months. Got it for $2 at a Goodwill and finally sold for $10 plus shipping. Now these are pretty neat. I've had these are out of the attic lot, and if you didn't watch that video about me breaking down everything I got in the attic and the auction, I will link it down in the description. And these, I know nothing of before I start talking about these. I know nothing about toys. Zero about vintage toys. but I did my research, and these were all marks on the bottom, ARX, and like the X is in the middle of it, so I had to figure out exactly what all that meant. Instead of selling them individually, I saw there was a good market for these, and so I put them up on auction, and they got 4 bids. They went for $24.49 plus shipping on these. And so that's really not that bad because I only have like $3 or $4 into these. As you watch that video, I tell you exactly how much I have on each lot. So this one right here is going to be a vintage lot of another plastic toys. Obviously, there's more here. I put this up on auction, got 5 bids, went all the way up to $43 plus shipping. So that's really not that bad for some older plastic toys. I've had this thing forever and have nothing into it. When I bought it, I probably had less than 10 cents because I bought a hat that had a lot of these pins on it. The hat was completely covered in pins, and so I separated the pins and the hat and just been selling the pins slowly through like a year probably. This one for $9 with free shipping, so you really only make like $5 on it, but easy to ship, easy to store, really not that bad for a pin. And it's a Route 66 Flagstaff hat pin, not bad. This, I found a lot of these also in the attic and the auction lot that I did. These are some Plasticville stuff. This one right here, I have another big lot going up for sale on auction on eBay, but I did separate the ones that had the boxes. If it had the box, I sold it separately. If it didn't have the box, then I sold it in this big lot. And this one for $15 plus shipping. This thing only took about a week to sell. I thought they were actually gonna go more than that, to be honest with you, just because the age of them and stuff. I was like, man, these things have got to be worth like 20, 30 bucks a piece. Not so much, but they do sell pretty fast. This is a vintage lot to modern. I made sure I do that. I say that a lot on a lot of my stuff where it says vintage to modern fire truck, firefighter, department, rescue hats. There's 18 of these. Now, the reason why I did not separate these, because when I looked them up, I was only going to get maybe $4 or $5 a piece, maybe not even that. And I have so many hats. When I say I have so many hats, I have so many hats. And I'm running out of room for them. And so I just needed to just bulk these. I know that I had nothing into these. Pennies, literally pennies into these things. So I was like, you know what? I'm selling them as a big auction. And I only got 2 bids, $15 plus shipping. Not bad at that because it's just stick it in a box, good to go. These actually I picked up a while back and they sat in my truck for the longest time and I never listed them for some reason. And then I listed them and sold them almost instantaneously. These are vintage TM Schaefer's fountain pen and pencil. They are green, and it says 14 karat because on the pen it had like a little mark for 14 karat, and it's just on the one thing, like the actual like where the ink comes out is what I'm trying to say. And so that's not too bad there. I picked them up for probably $1, if not less than that, at a yard sale. They went for $35 plus shipping. Again, super fast sale on those. This Island Republic Hawaiian Aloha Casual camp shirt, size extra large, and I put a whole bunch of other keywords in there like boat, palm tree, I guess that's the only other keywords. And they went for $10.90 plus shipping. I have only probably $1 or $2 into this. This was in a huge bulk buy I did on highbid.com when I bought a huge closet. And these things I have a whole bunch of these left. There's really good prints, but they're not name brand, so they only sell between $10 and $15, but I'm literally $1 or $2 into them. So, you know, $8 profit really isn't bad. These, again, came out of the attic and stuff. I'm really surprised these things sold. These are golf bag tags. It's a huge lot, as you can tell right there. There's a ton of them there, but these are just plastic tags. So if you are doing the golf club hustle and you get a lot of bags or whatever, and they have these tags on them, just clip them off or take them off, put them in a box, and then later on, do a whole big lot. These things went for $21.50 plus shipping, got 8 bids. I started the bid, I'm pretty sure, at like $9 or something, so I was happy to get $10 out of them. But they went all the way to $21.50, so pretty cool there. These Firefighter apparatus fire department patch lot. Now, there wasn't a lot of individual fire department patches in here because I would have sold them separately. If it was like New York or San Francisco or really any ones, I probably would have sold them separately. These were like off the wall, like fire apparatus patches, like where the company builds a certain portion of it. And so I had a whole bunch of those. And I just did them in a lot because I wasn't going to separate them. They weren't worth a whole bunch of money by themselves. Again, I'm lotting things up, getting them out of here, quick turnarounds, because I only have a couple bucks into these. Got 2 bids, and they went for $41 plus shipping, and that's really not too bad. I do all 10-day auctions also. I get a lot of questions about my auctions. Do I end them on a certain time? I heard that the best time to end them, obviously, is like on a weekend where there's more people at home. Do I do that? No, when I'm listing them, I do my auction then, and it ends whenever it ends. So if you do have an opinion about that, tell me down below. You know, if you do auctions, do you make sure it ends on a weekend and, you know, at a certain time, or do you just do it like me and do it whenever? And do you do 7-day or 10-day auctions? Very interesting. So right here, another auction. This was super surprising. This is going to be a set of 9 golf course metal. Okay, so these are all metal tags. And again, these are just golf, and they're not like really good golf courses, I guess, or ones that you would be like, oh yeah, like the Masters or some in Augusta or some in like, I don't know, different countries. These were all in like Myrtle Beach, North Carolina area. And they went for $36 plus shipping, 7 bids on them. Again, so if you're getting these golf club bags, clip these things off. Sometimes a bag has multiple ones on there. Clip them off, throw them to the side, and boom, later on in life, put them on eBay for auction, they'll sell. That was the first time they also went through the auction. It wasn't like I had to run multiple auctions. They sold in 10 days. These right here are going to be some Husky USA drive adapters. Husky, I believe, is not made in the United States anymore. So these are going to be older. Correct me if I'm wrong. But these were some big, monstrous adapters people always lose. They always break. So these sell usually pretty good. They do sometimes take a while to sell. These took probably about 6 months. But again, pennies into them. And then went for $15, free shipping. And they are pretty light, so they go first class. This one right here is going to be the last one. It's going to be Levi's. It is a medium men's khaki corduroy safari western shirt retro. A lot of keywords there. They go for $23 and the buyer did pay shipping. Picked it up for $4 at a Goodwill, literally probably 6 to 8 months ago. So right there, that's 20 what sold for me in the last couple of days. Not a huge bunch of just like, you know, $100 items or $50 items, but this stuff does add up. Keep the hustling. I know there's going to be a little slowdown here in the summertime. I think there always is. People, you know, say that there's not, but people are outside just enjoying life right now. The weather's nice. So it is what it is. But if you keep listing and you keep consistent, the sales will keep rolling in. No matter how small they are, a sale is better than no sale. So I appreciate everybody that watches. Remember, if you're not subscribed, always remember to subscribe, comment down below, like the video, and you know I will always catch you on the next one.